There are some terms that are so close in definition that some people use them interchangeably, when in fact they do mean separate things. Take Jedi and Force sensitive as an example, or Kathleen Kennedy and Beelzebub. Or, and this is what's relevant to our video today, news and rumor, because these are not the same thing.
No shit, Sherlock.
I may mention rumors from time to time, but I prefer to deal with facts. Here's another pair of words that often get used interchangeably, evidence and proof, but they are not the same thing. Evidence is really just data, and proof is a conclusion based on a series of data. I do my best to scrounge up worthy evidence in order to make conclusions, but I'm not Mike Zero or Overlord DVD. I don't know if they actually have inside sources or not, but I do know this. I don't have inside sources. I'm just some jackass in a mask having fun, and digging into the news in order to make educated guesses about things in Lucasfilm and Disney, etc. This brings us to the topic of today, further evidence, which leads me to the conclusion that Kathleen Kennedy has lost her influence at Disney.
Oh, that's too bad. We're so sorry.
This article comes from That Park Place. The headline says it all. Kathleen Kennedy loses another big project.
Ouch time.
The article reads, Children of Blood and Bone, the trilogy that was supposed to be the first non-Star Wars, non-Indiana Jones project by Lucasfilm since its acquisition by Disney, has been cut from the Walt Disney Company and is now under the umbrella of Paramount. The property was a huge pet project for Lucasfilm head Kathleen Kennedy, who made it part of a major investor's call in the past. Take a look at this tweet here. Following a highly competitive auction, Paramount has landed the rights to the best-selling young adult trilogy Children of Blood and Bone by Tomi Adeyemi. And then if we scroll down, this user asks the obvious question, so what happened with Lucasfilm? Kathleen Kennedy even promoted this title during Disney Investor Day. Think about this. Disney clearly owned the rights to Children of Blood and Bone, but they've subsequently auctioned it off to the highest bidder. Keep in mind, we're talking about Disney here, the company that bought Marvel, Star Wars, and 20th Century Fox. They're not in the habit of passing up on desirable intellectual properties. Could this have had something to do with it? Has Star Wars failed so hard that one of Kennedy's pet projects got the axe as punishment? Or did this have something to do with it? It's possible that Disney just needed liquid capital and sold this asset to get out of a financial jam. Or maybe they realized that associating themselves with another project that some might consider woke would cause them to fall further into their financial tailspin. Or maybe all of this is true. The one thing I know for sure is that facts are lining up which paint a certain picture that could be reasonably interpreted as evidence that Kathleen Kennedy is no longer one of the queen bees at Lucasfilm. After the Gina Carano debacle, she set off a storm so bad that remnants of it are still visible even now, nearly a year later.
Hey everybody, there's a shit cloud coming! Run for your lives!
A quick glance at the most recent video on the official Star Wars YouTube channel shows that after a full day, it has a paltry 13,000 views. On a channel with a subscriber base of 3.6 million, this is pathetic, and there are only 1.1 thousand likes. It's too bad we can't see the dislikes anymore. Thanks for that, YouTube, but we can at least peruse the comment section, and sure enough, there are still absolute soldiers doing God's work, dropping truth bombs from the mouth of Gina Carano.
I salute you.
For whatever reason, people just don't seem as interested in Star Wars as they once were. The excitement is just drifting away. Book of Boba Fett is a decent show so far, but look at this chart from Google Trends. The interest level for Book of Fett is in blue, and it's lower than Hawkeye, which is represented by red. It's absolutely curb-stomped by Cobra Kai, which is probably the best show on TV, by the way. Cobra Kai is in yellow, and it dwarfs the Disney stuff. People just aren't paying for Star Wars like they used to. The philosophy of killing the past, employed by Kathleen Kennedy and her acolytes, has alienated many fans. Whether it's a majority or not doesn't even matter. These were people who used to support the business by spending money on Star Wars gear, and she and her approach to Star Wars drove them away. Kennedy thought she'd chop everything we love to pieces and get by with it, but she leaned into it too far, and now she's paying the price. Thanks for watching, me hearties. If you haven't already, your captain is inviting you to subscribe to the channel and become a part of the crew. Life as a space pirate may not be glamorous, but there's always plenty of booty.